Hi and welcome to this webinar, which is brought to you by Steve Hawkins and myself, Brian McLean. Hopefully you can see the images on the screen. I'm the handsome one, I may add. So I know Steve will disagree, but there we go. So what we're going to cover today for you is a brief overview of Panda and Penguin and the myths behind them. There's a huge amount of myths online, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what's right, what's wrong, and hopefully we'll put a lot of these to bed tonight and give you some great directions on how to either, one, build a website and a business online, being successful, because that is the ultimate aim, or two, help you recover your current websites. So what we're also going to do is we're going to touch on keywords. Keywords is a huge part of any online business website, and most people do not pay enough attention to this, and you'll be very surprised just how much involved keywords really are. We've also got some bonuses, as I said, which we'll be sharing with everyone at the end of the webinar, and we have also got a special bonus which I'll go into later on. So with that being said, what I'd like to do is move to our first slide. There we go. Okay, hope you can all see that, guys. Now before we go on, what I want to explain to you is why I am qualified and Steve's qualified to bring this webinar to you. It's important to understand our backgrounds and how successful we've been and how successful we continue to be, so that you can take what we say with confidence and grow your own online business. So Steve's been responsible for one of the best SEO tools on the market in the last 3 years. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of SEO Nuke, and there's thousands of users use what they call SEO Link Robot. SEO Link Robot was Steve's invention. It's a fantastic piece of software that's still used today by over 5,000 users. He's also responsible for the first PDF submitter for SEO purposes to the market and Document Marketing Robot, and he's behind many other SEO tools. Steve's been online for 5 years and has many happy clients who has retained him year on year for his SEO strategies. Steve, do you want to add anything onto that before I go and start to speak about myself?
Yeah, I'd say myself had online. I started in 2008. I was doing SEO. I was doing a trial and error. I was doing other stuff part-time. I was testing strategies while I was working full-time for a big UK company. And over that 2 years, I gained enough SEO knowledge through strategies, ranking websites, that I went full-time online in 2010. And since 2010, I've been getting income from multiple streams, lots of websites in different niches, also software products, which are software products which I use in my own business as well, but also sell these publicly, like Link Robot, WikiWizard, and I've got some private clients, and this is the first public webinar that I've actually done. So if I'm not too professional, please forgive me, but the information you receive in this webinar will be worth the wait and actually watch.
Okay, thanks for that, Steve. A wee bit about myself, guys. I've been online for 4 years with basically focusing on more offline businesses and obviously drive traffic to them through the websites. Now, quite sure a lot of you online will have heard of Century 21, which is the largest real estate franchise in the world. I was part of that franchise many years ago, and I am pleased to say that I was in the top 1% in the world for selling real estate, and that was driven basically by the traffic to my website. I focused in the last 2 years 24/7 on SEO. I do nothing but SEO. So I test, I tweak, I test, I tweak. And I started teaming up with Steve about 2 years ago, so that we could bring our two knowledges together and drive businesses forward and create more products. So we recently launched the Wiki Wizard, which I'm sure most of you have got and using, and we have a couple of other apps which is due in the market very soon. We are both responsible for several of our websites generating in excess of $200,000 in 24 months, and have a number of websites that rank highly for their chosen keywords. So we do know what we're doing. We have vast experience in what we do. So with that said, would you like to be earning that sort of money with your websites moving forward? If you could just hit me with a yes in the chat box, that would be great, guys, because that's what we're here to do. Oh, somebody's okay, somebody's having slight issues with the volume. Can everybody hear me okay? Getting lots of sures, yeses, yes, that's why everybody's here. Margaret's, oh yes, great, yes, yes. Guys, can you just put your Dave's, yeah, put your names if you don't mind, because I say we haven't got your name, so when you type in yes or no or answer the question, we don't know who it is. Someone else saying the volume's a little low. If you could just keep me up to speed if you're having problems with that, guys. Harvey, so lots of them guys are saying yes, yes, that's what we're after. That being said, let's get on and get through this webinar. Before I do, just let me tell you guys, I was in the same position as you, and so was Steve. When we started out, we struggled. We both had day jobs. We struggled to get our sites to rank, to understand this wonderful world of Google. And we went through every get-rich-quick scheme that the Warrior Forum or whatever else wants to offer, thinking this was the next get-rich thing. And ultimately, there isn't a get-rich-quick. The get-rich-quick is learning SEO to rank your sites. And once you can rank a site, then you will make money. There isn't a magic wand out there that's going to do it for you. It's down to you, the hard work that you're going to put in, and if you put the hard work in and follow what we're telling you, you will rank your sites, and they will rank number 1, 2, 3 in Google, and you will start to make serious money. So with that being said, let's get started. So what I would say, guys, is make sure that you grab a pen and a piece of paper, and you may want to take some notes during the webinar, so I'll give you a quick second and you can go and grab them now. Some people are still hearing me a bit low. Is that the case, guys? Steve, how am you hearing me?
You sound okay here, Brian.
Aye, okay. Anybody else having issues with hearing me low? Great. Cornell, great, thanks you. Better now. Thanks, Larry. Sounds a little low, okie doke. I'll try and speak up, guys, as much as I possibly can. If I'm shouting too loud, then let me know. I will try and speak and move the mic in slightly, guys. Is that any better, guys? I've moved the mic slightly to try and get used to hearing me. As I've said, we'll have a question and answer session at the end to go through, and what we'll do now, guys, is just have a quick look at this slide. Steve, do you want to give us a brief overview of this slide, and I'll grab a quick sip of water?
Yeah, sure, Brian. What we're going to do, guys, is over the hour that we've got, if it goes over an hour, that's fine. We'll carry on as long as we need to go, and we'll record all the materials, and record any questions that people have. Yeah, that's not an issue at all. The way it's actually organised, we're going to go through some stuff on keywords, how important keywords are, sort of places you can find keywords, and then move on to the on-page SEO side, which is Panda. That was primarily on-site, and not to say it's got penalised for on-site content where the site's actually being built. The content on the site, the way content's actually been put on the site, the length of the content, that sort of thing. Then we'll move on to the off-page linking, which is more Penguin, and that's obviously link types, what's important when it comes to Penguin. And then we'll follow on and we'll go through any questions you guys have, and we'll answer them the best that we can. And at the end of the webinar, obviously we'll go on and we've got a few bonuses which obviously we'll put your way.
Okay, doke, guys. Thanks for that, Steve. Hopefully my screen should be changing now, guys. It seems to be a bit delayed for some reason. Here we go.
Yeah, it's changing now.
Changing now, that's great. Okay, guys, as I said a couple of minutes ago, the fundamentals to any website is the keywords. If you don't select the appropriate buying keywords and build your site around them, the chances you making cash, or lots of cash, in your website is extremely, extremely remote. This is an area that all too often I see so many people putting a website up. The keywords they're not buying keywords, they're not positioned correctly, they're not in the H1 tags, the research behind the market it just isn't there. And so many people just go into keywords and think they can spend an hour, pull a few keywords out and put a website up. These days are gone. People need to understand that the guys that's making serious money spend time on keywords, and they get the keywords right. And if you've got the keywords right, your site will rank and you will make money. It's dead simple. And this is the fundamental that most people get wrong. People just don't do enough research that they're targeting. They generally go and they'll do one piece of keyword research and think that's it. Here's a keyword, I like that keyword, I think it's a buying keyword, and I'll go and build my site. Or I'll pick 3 keywords. And it ends up that 2 of the keywords are too difficult to rank for in short term, and they start to become disillusioned. And then they jump onto another project, and then they jump onto another project, because the same thing happens. If you guys take time, understand keywords, and there's a lot more to keywords than people believe, then you will rank. I mean, ask yourselves, guys, what do you actually do at the moment for keyword research? What you type in the chat box and tell me what things you're actually using at the moment. Just let me know what are you using. Are you using the Google Keyword Tool? Google Keyword Tool only, okay. Market Samurai. Stealth Keyword Competition Analyzer. Market Samurai again. Word Tracker. Google Keyword Tool. Niche Cracker. So we're getting varied. SEO book. Morton says you name it and he uses it. Great. Because the more guys that you use, you can't rely on one single tool. You can't rely on Google. If you've ever learned Matt Cutts never tells the truth. Never tells the truth. The keyword tool never tells the exact science that we want to know, and it never will. So you have to use other resources, guys. It gives you an indication, but it doesn't tell you the whole truth. How many people here, guys, use Amazon? If you use Amazon, guys, type in yes. Morton, yes. Yep, a few yeses coming in. Carl uses it, yep. Great. How many guys in here use eBay? Going to use it. Somebody's not using it at the moment. Thinking about it. Here we go. These guys, eBay, Amazon, these are huge, huge places to get buy-in keywords. People go to eBay to buy something. They go to Amazon to buy something. You need to find out what the trends are in these places, what's selling, what's the hot keywords, just as the fundamental part of your keyword research. And more often than not, people don't use them. And that's something that we're going to cover. How many people use keywords with the word free in it? You type free in any search string into Google and thousands of people come up. It's not a buying keyword, guys. People looking for something free aren't going to buy, they're looking for something free. It's these type of things that people use. Other things that I've seen people do is build a website in January for Christmas. It's seasonal, guys. 11 months away, the toys have changed, it's coming out for Christmas, everything's changed. Trends. How many people use Google Trends to see what's trending in the market? It's these type of things that you're looking for. How many people actually understand when they do their keyword research, what's your actual target audience? Do you know what your target audience is? Is it male? Is it female? Are they college students? Are they 18 to 30 clubs? Are they affluent? Are the people that's looking to make money online? There's so many places you can go and actually find this information out, and it is part of your keyword research. You have to understand your audience to write a website. You cannot write a website without understanding, one, your keywords, and two, your audience. Who are you writing for? And because it's different when you're writing for somebody that's 18 to 30 to somebody that's 55 and over. The words you use, everything changes. So you've got to take these things into account, guys. These things are serious fundamentals. So using eBay, using Amazon, using Google, using Market Samurai, these are all the things that you should be using to do your keyword research.
And the thing is as well, if you're using sites like eBay, Amazon, Shopper.com, all of these sites, what they do is actually provide you with all the information you need to be able to find best-selling products, high-selling products. So you can go and find a product on Amazon for say 20, 30,000. Your percentage is between 5 and 10% for each sale, and all you need to do is obviously sell one item a month, and you've got a huge income.
These are things that's out there, guys, and by simply using the correct methods for keyword research and understanding the audience that you're targeting, which you'll do quite easily, then you'll seriously start to build a website that will start to make you money, and serious money. And that's the part that most people get wrong. Sorry guys, just taking another sip of water. So knowing your target audience with your keywords is really important. If you don't, guys, you can waste months and months and months. So many people here have wasted months building a website and getting absolutely no return. Or have built the website and Google's just slapped it down and you thought you were getting up there to start making money. That's what we're here to cover. That's what we're here to hope and prove. And if you use eBay, Amazon, Google, Market Samurai if you wish, these things will help you guys. And they'll help you substantially to get your website right. Okay, there's Connell saying that you can't rank it. It's again, go back or look at the keywords that you're actually targeting. First and foremost, find out your market, your audience. Honestly, strip it straight back and look at it. We all want to make substantial cash, guys. That's why we're here. That's why we're online. There's billions of pounds to be made online, and you can have a share of it. Okay, you can absolute. It doesn't what it is. What tools can I use? I'm getting but for business and roofing, so plumbers. It's exactly the same. I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly where you're located, but have you looked in things like Gumtree to see what's trending, to see what words are getting used in Gumtree? Have you looked at the local directories to see what ones is coming up tops, to see what words are using? That's the places you would go and look for your local guys. Look in your local press, see who's advertising, what words are using. It may be an emergency plumber or 24-hour plumber, but 24-hour plumber would be a buying keyword. Somebody that's looking for a 24-hour plumber needs a plumber. And what you would do is you would add your state to it, so it would be 24-hour plumber Miami or 24-hour plumber Florida, whatever the case may be, guys. That's where you would start targeting. A roofing would be exactly the same. A 24-hour roofer, again, it's a prime example of a buying keyword. Somebody desperately seeking a roofer. And when you get a local plumber, a local roofer going out for these keywords, guys, they charge fortunes. Absolutely. And you can do exactly the same for ranking them for that keyword. That's how important keywords are to you. Is everybody following?
Even if you're trying to find keywords as well, what you can do is if you actually put the keywords into, say, the Google keyword tool, and you actually find the competition within the Google search, put the URLs in, you set it to phrase match, and you get a list of the target keywords that them guys are targeting, and you can use them as your base to find the keywords that get more traffic.
Is everybody understanding, guys, where I'm coming from with Amazon and eBay, and you see the relevance to to looking at eBay, Pulse, and Amazon, etc. to see where the buying keywords are. If you understand, guys, or don't understand, can you let me know in the chat box before we move on? Just so that I want to make sure that everybody understands that you need to go to these places to look for keywords, guys, for buying keywords to make you money. So if you can just type in the keyword in the box, guys. Somebody else is saying put a competitor's URL in Google Keyword Tool. Another great example. Margaret wants me to explain a little. Understand Amazon and eBay, but could Steve please repeat what he just offered? Sandra's cool. Donald's cool. Dave's understanding. Steve, could you just run over what you said briefly again? Sure.
Hi, Margaret. What I was saying is that, say if you're a roofing company and you're based in Miami or Texas, what you need to do is actually go to the Google search, put in roofers or emergency roofers, and see what's the top sites in the Google search, and take the top 3 or 4 URLs of the top sites, put them in the Google AdWords tool as a URL, set the parameters to phrase match, and do a search. And that way you can find the top traffic keywords for that niche, and you can use them keywords as a starting point for your keyword research, and then you would take them keywords, you would put them in the Google keyword tool and check the competition if they're related keywords of them, and then you would add the local search in as well, like emergency roofers Miami, emergency roofers Texas, that sort of thing. So you build up a list of keywords where you can compare the traffic and the competition.
Does that help you understand it a bit more, Margaret? A prime example, guys, would be if somebody went to Google and typed in, when can I retire? Would they be wanting to buy, or are they looking for information? They're looking for information, guys. They want to know when they can retire. It's information. If someone types in, I want to retire on 100,000, the likelihood is that they're looking to invest. So it's more a buying keyword. So you have to understand these subtle differences in keywords for the ones that you've specifically got to target for your websites. It's critical, guys. If everybody's quite happy, what I want to do, guys, is I want to jump on and move on to sorry, I've got to close down. I'm getting a slight delay, guys, but I want to move on to Panda, and I'm just pulling the slides are actually frozen, guys. I apologise about that. I'll try and resolve that.
On keywords, guys, one thing I would say is that for free keywords, freebie keywords, which are non-buying keywords, you get stuff like free, the keywords Brian was talking about, you get information keywords as well, which is the retire at 50 or how do I retire, that sort of thing. But with buying keywords, we get the services keywords, which is emergency roofers, but we'll also get the affiliate keywords, which in most cases are actually product names. So if you get a keyword, say Canon camera SLR H5V, that's a specific targeted product name. And if people are searching on that, these people have already been and actually researched them keywords and they're looking to buy. So product names, if you're looking to create an affiliate site, product names and specific product names are excellent choices for keywords to search on to find search volumes, and then you want to search traffic so they're viable as well. As some of the keywords that you actually have, you might think, well, that keyword looks good, but is it actually worth putting the time in to check that keyword itself? Well, what I would do is I would take the keyword, put the keyword in Google, and check if you've got any AdWords actually on the page. If there's AdWords on the page, the AdSense adverts at the side and the top, it means people are spending money in that market, so it's a buying market.
Yep, very good point, Steve. Sorry, I forgot to cover that. So, guys, on the screen you can see it's got, are you doing enough keyword research? Just simply ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself how you're currently researching your keywords. Are you using Amazon? Are you using eBay? Are you using Google Tools? Are you using Trends? For instance, are you using Gumtree? These types of places, guys. What criteria do you currently use to select a keyword? You've really got to consider what criteria you're actually selecting. You've got to look at things like competition. Is it high? Is it low? Is it medium? How long is it going to take you to rank? Are you using keywords that are not duds? So again, what we're talking about is the word free. People with the word free, they're not looking to buy. You're not going to make money off them. Certainly short term. So it's keywords that you should be avoiding. So keyword traffic, what is it? What's trending in the market? And is it a buyer's or freebies keyword? And your target audience. Your target audience, guys, is really important. And I would encourage you to start looking at your target audience when you're selecting your keywords. So if you can answer all these questions, guys, it'll give you an insight to where you are with your keywords. And without the answers, you will never ever make substantial money. Never. So seriously, guys, take a note of these and consider what you're currently doing and what you can do using eBay and these other various sources to get keywords up. That being said, guys, what we're going to go on now, and hopefully that's an overview and giving you some insight into where you can get your keyword research done. we want to cover Panda. Panda was first released in the 24th of February 2011. Hit hundreds and thousands of sites and took people's incomes from them overnight. Since it was launched, there's 25 further updates since, and more to come. Now, Matt Coots has openly said, and I have said, that don't listen to too much of what Matt Coots says, because not everything's true. But what they have said is Panda will now run out at regular intervals to check the web, and it will penalise any sites that it finds does not comply with the Panda algorithm. So we're actually going to cover that. Panda changed the way on-page SEO must be done to rank your site. Before Panda, you could put a site up, you could have ads anywhere, you could use any types of fonts, you could use H1 tags 100 times, it was irrelevant. And Google realised, guys, that everybody was using or abusing the metadata, the H tags, the ad placement. We were all using bold, underlined, italics. We were all using various tactics to rank sites. And unfortunately, or fortunately, Google said enough's enough, and they have now brought an algorithm out that's put an end to that. So you've got things that's involved is your URL extensions, guys. For those, URL extension is your domain / Brian McLean, for instance, or hair clips. What you want to do is you want to keep your URLs as short as possible, but you also want to have the keyword targeted in that URL. So if you're targeting the keyword of dolls, or you want to have your domain name.com / dolls, or whatever niche you're in, but make sure that your keywords are in that extension, guys. Meta keywords and descriptions, again, are a lot of people don't think they're relevant. They are. They're hugely relevant in today's market. A description, guys, I could troll through the web daily and look at people's descriptions on their websites, and very few have a call to action. It's imperative that, yes, you have your keyword in it, and try and put your keyword in at the start and at the end, but this is a place you have to get the client to get a call to action. You have to say to them, click here, find out more. You have to use these words. Too many people just keyword stuff and it gets overlooked. You can get huge SEO benefits, but at the same time use a call to action and get the user's engagement straight away, so they want to jump on your website. It's exactly the same with your title. Use the keyword in the title, but engage your audience. Too many people do not engage their audience. This is the chance that you've got before people click through. If your site's number 3 with a great keyword description and a great keyword title, and the number 1 site's poor, the chances are you're actually going to get that visitor. So we need to take responsibility and we need to take action on these, guys. On your title description, most of these will probably be aware that this is 60 characters long. Any more and it becomes a Panda penalty. Although it's not visitable to you, it does become it. On the description, guys, everybody's under the impression that it's measured in characters. A description is not measured in characters. A description is measured in pixels. So what you need to do is you need to open a spreadsheet to do your description, and you need to open the column width to 520 pixels. You need to use the Arial font, and you need to use font size 12. That is how Google reads a description. Once you do that, type your description, and if it fits the box, perfect. If it's too long, reduce it, but make sure you engage people, guys. It's really important. Font size and type, as I said, is important. Google, to read your description, uses Arial and font size 12. Great indicator to what to do. On-page menus, if you look at heat maps, guys, The heat map of a website is always the centre. It's always the top 3 and 4 results and the search engines, and it always focuses centre and to the left. Too many websites have the menu at the top and on the right. So if you're doing that, guys, change it. Change it to the left. That's where it is. Go and look at any Google website. It's on the left. Simple technique, simple change. Title tags and descriptions I've touched on. H tags within the body of your website, guys. These H tags need to be in sequence with your keywords. So rank your keywords in importance. So your main keyword's number 1, the next keyword's number 2, and so on. And use these in your H tags. So your most important keywords going in your H1 tag. Never ever use your H1 tag more than twice on a page. It will be penalised yet again. Page content. I'm a great believer, guys, of having a minimum of 2,400 words of content on my homepage. I believe Google looks at the content. I have websites that rank number 1 and beat competitors purely because of the content in the page. So if you haven't got 2,400 words on your homepage, I would strongly recommend that's something that you go and look at. Steve, do you want to cover the next on-page menus and images? Hello?
I can, yeah.
Aye, sorry, Steve.
On-page menus, the on-page menus themselves, you need to limit what's actually in the menus, and ideally for on-page, we need the first menu item needs to be home, space, yeah, primary keyword, and the other menus need to be your sub-keywords and link to your internal pages, and you need to contact us as the last menu item. And that's all we actually want on the menus themselves, nothing else. The other links that we actually use for pages will go in our footer data instead. So we'd have a privacy policy for disclaimers and stuff. All that would be in the footer data and not in our titles. And that gives us the most optimum structure for our titles on page. With the images, we need to make sure that our images are unique. We have our keywords as the alt text on the image, and the image itself is named with our keyword. So if the image is for roofing supplies, it would be called roofing supplies.gif or JPG, whatever format the file is actually in. On the bounce rate on the site, what we need to do, we need to make sure that our bounce rate, if possible, is below 40%. As if your bounce rate gets really high, you will incur a Panda penalty, and you won't be able to rank the site as well as you could if the bounce rate was a lot lower. To reduce bounce rates, we can do things like putting long articles on the pages. We can add videos to the pages, so we engage more with the user and the reader, so they stay on site longer, which reduces our bounce rate. With the internal linking, we should be linking at least twice our articles to other internal pages, so that we spread our link juice throughout the site. But when we link, we should be linking to related content pages, so that we pass citation flow from the article to the related article. And this gives a boosted link. On the external links, we should be making our external links no follow, and we should be linking out to at least one authority site per page. This is something Google looks for when it scans the structure of our pages on our site. We also have several default pages which we need to have present on the site. These include terms and conditions, disclaimer statements, which are extremely important for affiliate sites, disclosure, where we disclose our site as an affiliate site. We get money through commissions. We need an About Us page, a Contact Us page, and a Terms and Conditions page. And if possible, we need to make all of these pages' content unique.
Guys, I'm getting hundreds of questions in. I will go over them at the end, cover as many as we possibly can, so don't think I'm ignoring you. We've just got a huge amount to get through, and we will go through the questions. I'm getting absolutely inundated with questions. So I will go through and touch on many of them as I possibly can. So please keep sending them in, don't stop. We will, as I said, cover them and at the end, but we have still got a huge amount of content to go through. Is everybody understanding where we're coming from with the on page and the simple techniques that can be done and things you could do tomorrow to change or to help your website? You just let me know, guys, in the chat box. And
the thing is, guys, these are really, really simple changes that you can make to your site, and they will make a huge amount of difference when it comes to ranking your site in Google. But one thing we must remember is that Google does a Panda page score refresh between every 6 and 8 weeks. So if you make your changes tomorrow, the refresh may be next week, or it may be next month before you see the new page score be updated.
okay, a couple of guys. Kevin's saying, great, keep it up. Good stuff. Ren's saying, awesome, keep going. So great, guys, thanks for the feedback. And we will keep going, and as I say, we will cover the questions on bounce rate and pixels and all. There's literally hundreds of questions, guys. I will cover these as quickly as I possibly can in the Q&A session. Okay, on-page factors, guys, now account for over 40% of your SEO efforts. Before Panda, it was widely anticipated somewhere in the region about 10% of your SEO efforts needed to be on page. Now it is well over 40%. And it's something that you can change, guys, overnight on your current sites, or you can go away and use this information to build your new websites. But it's critical that you get it right. And once you've got it right, guys, you spend a bit of time, it'll become second nature, and you'll be able to do this absolutely no problems whatsoever. So with that being said, guys, we're actually going to jump off of Panda and onto Penguin. Penguin first hit us in 2000. Go on, Steve, sorry.
So, Brian, there was actually a tool that you can use that's free called Screaming Frog.
Yep, screamingfrog.com.
Yep, and you can use that to analyze some of your on-page elements.
It will. The link will be in the bonus, Steve, at the end, won't it?
Yes.
Yep. But that's the name of one of the tools, guys, that you can use to analyze your on-page SEO, and really, really good tool, free, which is screamingfrog.com. You can use that at any time. Okay, Penguin. Penguin first hit us in 2012, and it hit literally hundreds of thousands of sites, guys. I'm quite sure that some of you in the audience was hit and watched your website just disappear overnight. I know what happened to me with some of mine. We all use different tactics, guys, and I did obviously bend the rules with a few of my websites in the past, and they got hit with Penguin the same as everybody else. Took a bit of time to recover, but here we are, fully recovered. Had a Google acknowledgement and approval to say the site had fully recovered and nothing wrong with it, and it was great to get that, so that we know moving forward what we're doing is actually right. The thing with Penguin, guys, is 95% of sites have still not recovered, which is just a staggering amount. And basically, there's two factors. People either give up or they continue to do the same thing. And the same thing is will never ever rank your site again. You have to change your SEO tactics in 2013, and if you don't change them, you won't move. Hopefully, some simple rules, guys, you need to follow with Penguin. I'll let Steve explain these to you. Steve, are you okay?
Yes,
you okay?
Sorry. Yes, I was muted for a second.
All right, okay, doke, Steve. Are you okay to go through these?
Yes, that's
so, fine. Steve will go through this one.
A couple of rules, guys, that we now actually need to follow since Penguin's been put in. We've been testing these over the last several months, so we know that this is how Google seems to be working at the moment. And the first rule is never use the Google Disavow tool unless you've had a specific message from Google, as all you're actually doing is supplying them with a set of links that you've used, which will be devalued in one of the next updates. So you're basically doing their job for them, saying, look, I've used these links and I've got these spammy links, and them will be devalued and you'll end up getting penalized for them. As we know, Penguin focused mainly on backlinks to websites, and as a result of this, people started to become scared of creating links in case they're bad links and not the kind of links that Google wanted. So a quick question, guys. Do you think forum links and blog comment links are good or bad links for your website? If you can put yes or no in the comments box, let me know, guys. Well, we've got a majority of yeses from you guys in the comments. But if blog and forum links done correctly, these links are perfect links and they will rank your site. So what do we consider as best links? So if you guys are going to go out and create links, what type of links do you think would be the best type of links to create? If you can put a line in the comment box and let me know. These could be blog comments, they could be Web 2.0 links, they could be directory links. Any links that you think? So we're getting a big mix of links. We're getting a lot of Web 2.0 links.
2.0, social, content links, high PR relevant sites, Sandra, bookmarking, press release. So yep, huge variance, Steve.
The thing is, guys, all these links are the type of links that we want. It's not any one specific type of links. What we need to do is diversify the types of links that we are getting to our sites. So in the future, if Google decides to devalue Web 2.0 links or press release links or document sharing links, we've actually got a whole set of other diverse links, from profile links to comment links, to article links, to Web 2.0 links, that will hold our site's position when Google actually does any changes. But the one thing we must remember as well is that the most powerful types of links we can get are links from related content. So if you've got a roofing site, you need to be getting links from roofing articles, and this will pass on citation flow because of the related content, but also authority from the site it's coming from as well. So we're getting link variance, authority, and citation, and this is actually what makes us rank long term at the top of the search engines. There's nothing wrong with doing the social site as well and bookmarks, because we need these as well because of social signals, which Brian's going to cover in, I think it's the next slide or two.
Yeah, just about, Steve.
Yeah, and bookmarks and PDF links. So one type of link that we've actually been testing, but is not actually widely used, is an infographics link. So have any of you guys actually tried and tested using infographics links on your sites? You can give me yes or a no?
These are hugely powerful, guys. Hugely powerful.
Looks like a lot of no's for this one. Well, infographics have grown by around 10,000% over the last 36 months, and Google absolutely loves these links. And these are the new Web 2.0 links. In what we're talking about, link juice coming from the links, and Google's loving these at the moment. And do you think these links will be penalized soon by Google? With the popularity of infographics links, there's no way at all these will be penalized. And these won't be affected moving forward, as far as we can see from the testing that me and Brian have been doing. If you think with Google, what Google wants, they want the best user experience for a user on a site. And with visual components, people interact more with visual components. People stay on the site longer, reducing your bounce rate. But there's certain things you need to consider when you use infographics for links.
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's insane to think that a 10,000% increase, Google hasn't taken notice. And infographics are here to stay. They're not here to go away. They're here long term. Google knows that. Google loves them. It engages the audience more with the colours that you can use. People retain 70% more of what they see in a graphic than what they actually read. So if you're not using infographics, one, to engage your audience, and two, for SEO power, then you seriously need to start thinking, because these are the links that's working at the moment and working really, really well. There's lots of places, guys, that you can go and get graphics done. You can go on to Fiverr, you can go to the Warrior Forum. There's loads of places that you can go and get these graphics made, which is will help you and help your site's rankings moving forward. And then there's loads of sites that you can actually post them on, and lots of high PR websites with categories that's relevant to your website. So you're actually getting a relevant link with trust and citation coming with it, and you're engaging the audience. Now, some people have said that they're using Pinterest, and they've noticed with Pinterest that they're already getting more engagement. Others are asking me what the actually infographics are. Under development, guys, we've actually got something that hopefully will help with this moving forward. but it's not something for tonight because we're actually getting short on time. But if you're not using them, guys, it's something that you seriously need to consider moving forward. Do you want to continue, Steve, or?
Yeah, sure. But the thing you must remember as well is that we won't just use infographics. We must still use a variety of different link types when we're getting links to a website, because imagine you're Google. Imagine you've got a site that only gets blog comments links, or you get a site that only gets links from Web 2.0 sites. To Google, this does not natural, as it's not a natural link profile. So that site will be penalized for being over-optimized and for not having a natural profile. So that's why we need to build infographics into our link strategy, but as part of our overall diverse set of links.
Yeah, well said, Steve. We'll have to keep building everything. Okay, guys, you just type in the chat about what checks that you actually do on your links that you build at the moment. Do you actually just put a link up and walk away and hope it's going to work? Do you actually check it? Do you check the trust flow, the citation, various different things? Do you do actually any of these checks at all? Just check to see if it's indexed. Check Majestic. Kevin doesn't check it. Cornell, no. Lots of people saying no, guys. Checks Majestic. Almost daily. That's great. Sean, that's where you should be doing. Lots and lots of no's, guys, though. We don't check it. It's important, guys, to check what links you've got. It's important to check the new links that you're creating to see if they are indexed first and foremost, because not every link will get indexed, guys. So there's absolutely no point in you spending 2 hours creating a link to a website and then realising it's never getting indexed, and then you go and spend another 2 hours the following week doing exactly the same thing to the same website. So you need to check them, guys, moving forward. Put it into a spreadsheet. Keep note of it, and you'll start to speed up these processes, guys, a lot quicker. Occasionally to see if they're there. Yeah, it's something that needs to be routine, guys. If you're serious about your online business, you need to check your links, and you need to use, yes, Majestic, and there's other tools out there that you can use as well. But you need to seriously have a look, guys, and see what kind of quality is coming back and if they're getting indexed. Steve, you got anything that you want to add to that?
Actually, with your links, when you're checking your links, one thing, sort of thing to look for, if you use, say, Majestic or use Open Site Explorer, you can check what your ratio of dead links are. You can check your ratio of follow links to no follow links, because you need a mix of these as well. You can actually take some of the top sites in your niche and actually analyze them sites and see what links are working best for them, and maybe go out and create links of that type as well to also boost your own rankings. Because what we've found is in some niches, some types of links work better than other types of links, if you understand what I mean.
I mean, do we all understand, guys, that the follow link and the no follow link rule, and that we realise that you must have a certain amount of no follow for your site to look natural? And Google looks at this and checks and sees your percentage of no follow to follow. So check, guys, go and check your no follow. Majestic will tell you what's no follow, what's follow, and see what your percentage actually is. And if you're low on no follow, go and find some no follow websites to place your links on, coming back as no follow, and increase your percentage. Some of these things, guys, are easy to do. It's just putting a structure into place, and your rankings will improve. That's how it works, guys. Enough people don't analyse their backlinks. The good SEO webmasters make a lot of money do, or they outsource it. But it's something that you need to start looking at, guys. And I'd suggest that you go and get an account with SEO Majestic or something similar, and download your backlink history and have a look at it. Steve, you got anything to answer? I'm just going to pull the next slide up. Are we all okay, guys? All understanding where we're going? I realise that we're going a bit fast. I have had a couple of questions and that, but you'll appreciate, guys, time's pushing on, and we need to cover a bit more. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is going to move on to the next section. If you're all quite happy with on getting a basic understanding of what you should be doing for your links, and we'll move on to the next slide. Sorry guys, I have a slight delay in the slides for some reason. But again, do you think the top 3 sites in your niche know all this information, guys? And you can almost rest assured that they do. Because they're making money. So go on to social signals, guys. Ask yourself, what social signals do you actually use, and how do you use them? Are you using Pinterest? Are we using Reddit? Are we using YouTube? Are we posting infographics to these sites? What are the current top social sites that people are using? Are you using them? Well, the top social sites at the moment are Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and Pinterest. If you're not using these, guys, you need to. It's important to get your social signals out. Google is starting to measure social signals, but they're not just measuring, guys, a social signal. They're measuring the continuity. So a post on Twitter once every 5 weeks won't cut it long term. You need to start using these social signals on a more consistent basis and spreading your message not just on Twitter but using Facebook, Google+, and sharing the same message across the platforms. Steve, do you want to take on how to increase the social signals?
The way that we do it is, you can, when you create content on your site, you can add a social media plugin to your site. You can use a plugin such as Dig or Jetpack, and these are actually free plugins. You can install these on WordPress using WordPress, or add the code, HTML codes to static sites. So that when we post an article out, we get users to obviously share the article via the buttons on the website, but we also post a link to the article with a call to action to obviously read it on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and we've got any images in the article as well, which we should have, which has been optimized as we spoke about earlier. We can post that on Pinterest. And with the likes of Facebook and Twitter, we get these reshared, so our posts can go viral. And if they go viral, the social signals explode at that point and become huge. One thing with Google+, if you post on Google+, always go to the add link in your Google+ profile and put your URL in there, and that links do follow. If you just share link on Google+, it's no follow. So the add link is a lot more powerful when you're sharing your links and gets you more link power than just the standard Google+ share. That's just a little tip.
Everybody catch that, guys? All okay? We'll cover it again if we need to, guys. You just let me know, guys, are you enjoying the content that you're actually getting just now? Can you just put your name and put a yes or a no and let me know. Just give us some feedback to where we're going. Someone's asking if you can repeat the G+. Elena's loving it. Great info. Chris, fantastic. Terry's is great. Digging it. Good. Margaret, it's great info. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Great stuff by Kevin. Sandra. Yep, Sandra's looking for some more stuff, which we'll love. Somebody's loving my Scottish accent. I haven't put a name yet, but thank you, guys. Loving it. Hope you're really enjoying it. And what we'll do is we'll crack on. Morton's telling me it's inspiration, which is great to know. That's what we're here, guys, is to try and help you as much as we possibly can. Okay, doke, guys. We've briefly covered the social signals. We're going to move on to linking buffering sites. This is something that Steve has been focusing on greatly over the last 6 months. Steve, 8 months?
Yeah, I've done a lot of testing in this area. Used buffer sites for a lot longer than that. Been using these for about 2 years now.
Yep.
And it's a strategy that's been working consistently even through the Google changes. We've had to tweak the way we do them now and again, depending on the changes, but they're still excellent for passing authority and trust from the buffer sites themselves.
Okay, doke.
With buffer sites or parry sites, as some people, and we do this by using the authority and trust of the buffer site that we use. So in Google's eyes, these sites are high authority sites. They've all regained lots of trust. So the chances of these sites being penalized is very slim. So what we do, we use these sites, we put articles, pass a lot of trust flow, citation flow because it's related content, and authority because the sites are authority sites themselves. And these are what you could call a super link coming back to our sites. One of these sites can be Web 2.0 sites, so there's a whole host of sites we can actually use. And now, obviously, the need to protect our money sites is more crucial than ever, and I believe will remain crucial moving forward. So instead we use buffer sites from related articles and content to add to them, and we normally add 1 or 2 links to our keywords to make we rank. And also due to the trust and authority on buffer sites themselves, if these sites get hit with low quality or bad neighborhood links, for example, spammy blog comments or links from drug sites or porn sites, that sort of thing, which we don't actually want coming to the money site, this won't affect the link that comes to our money site, so it won't be penalized. As in the diagram, we can see that we create a buffer site, like a buffer tier, which can be from 1 to several sites, and we promote those using related articles, wiki links, bookmarks, RSS feeds, profile links, comments, stock sharing links, social signals. But we also push the likes of Twitter, Facebook to our money site as well. But when we use bookmarking sites, we need to use PR1+ sites only. So we can use sites like Reddit, we can use sites like Blinklist, StumbleUpon. The same with RSS feeds, document sharing links, and wiki links. So in essence, we've got buffer sites, pass highly powerful related links from content we add to buffer sites, and this passes the authority and trust back to our money site. So basically we're boosted link power, if you understand. If you can give me yes or no to let me know if that was clear, or if you want a bit more explanation.
Kevin, yes. Great. Fran, Morton, yes. Clear. Okay. Wikis should only point to buffers. You can use wikis in more than one. Depends on the... people use wikis predominantly the wrong way. Wikis can be very, very powerful links. And it's a great source to actually get no follow links. What you've got to do with wikis is actually get a wiki that's relevant. Don't just go out and spam any old wiki site. Pick a wiki site that's relevant to your niche, to your keyword, and then place content on that. Good content. Don't scrape it. Don't spin it. Put the content in, and that will become a valuable link, whether it's to your tier 1, tier 2, or to your money site. You can use them in all ways. Don't send thousands and thousands of wiki links to your money site, but you can use it. You can send them to your money site. You can send them to buffers, tier 1 and tier 2s. So yes, wikis can be used on a variety of your sites, not just your buffer sites. If that hopefully answers the concern. A few more questions coming through, which I'll cover at the end, guys, because we've still got a bit to go, and I realise that we're popping well over the hour already. So if you don't mind, the slide will be available for you. If anybody wants it, we'll cover that at the end, and more than welcome to get a copy. But what I want to do now, guys, is jump into hopefully an overview. Just my slides running a bit slow. Go to webinar seems to have a slight delay, guys. So just bear with me, and here we go. So what we've got is an overview. Hopefully it'll come up. So keywords, it equals profitable searches. That's it in a nutshell. Get your keyword research done right, get the buying keywords, and it will become profitable searches for you. On-page optimization is Panda. Don't confuse it. It's no mixture of Panda and Penguin. It's Panda. It will roll out, and it will roll out inconsistent. Google's told us that. It's no longer going to tell us that they're making a Panda update. It's now just going to roll it out as part of the algorithms on a regular basis. So it's important, guys, that you get the on-page optimization right. And on-page is Panda and Panda only. Off-page optimization, guys, is Penguin. That's your backlinks. That's your disavow tools, which, again, don't use. That's your spammy sites. And if you cover the strategies, what we've said, by link diversity, anchor text diversity, buffer sites, pointing to your money sites, protecting your money sites, and there is other areas that we'll can't go into tonight, but because we just haven't got time. But there is things such as your own networks, building your own networks that you can do to help trust citation, content, etc. Moving forward, and it's something, as I say, we haven't got time to cover tonight, but it's something that you should consider. So off-page optimization, guys, is Penguin, and again,